Hey guys, what is up? Sleeping Knight 77, aka Kyle, back again once again with an APA, our Week 7 matchup versus D-Pad Gamer and the Orlando City Superiors. Now, I am just replacing Espelancer of the the Dallas Staryu for a little bit in this league while he is out on ship with the military. So once he gets back, these videos will not be uploaded to my channel anymore. However, since I am doing the battles, I am required to post them to my channel, so I didn't want to do that. I also do want to apologize for the bad quality. I am at work right now with no one, so I wanted to get this recorded because I am going to be very, very tired after I get out of work. Now, he leads off with his Fortress. I lead off with my Zapdos. I use Heat Wave, burns him. Luckily, I don't have to deal with that anymore. He Volt Switches out into his Terrakion. I honestly don't really know what I was thinking, and I left Zapdos in. I don't know if I thought I was going to outspeed or what, but he hits Stone Edge because of course he does, and down goes my Zapdos. I'm down 6-5 early. Withdraws his Terrakion, maybe bluffing Band, maybe bluffing Scarf. Either way, I am able to get on my Stealth Rocks, and I no longer need to worry about that Fortress. Now, he sends out his Cofagrigus. I sent out probably what I think is my best counter to it, which is the Politoed, and it sets up Rain. However, he does have Volcanion on his team, and that did scare me in using stuff like Scald, and especially stuff like Ice Beam, just for the sole fact that it has Water Absorb, and I didn't want to have to deal with that, especially after getting Stealth Rocks up. I didn't want to give him all that health back by going for Scald. So I do poison him. He just knocks me off of my leftovers. I use Ice Beam again, being scared of the Volcanion, and doing a decent chunk of damage, and he does actually end up burning me. Now again, if you did notice, when I did switch in Politoed, he did miss a Will-O-Wisp. So what that allows me to do is it kind of wastes a turn, just for the sole fact that he has to go for Will-O-Wisp again. And he goes for Hex this turn, spoilers, and I go for Scald. I guess kind of thinking, hey, you know, if he didn't send it out last turn, he's not going to send it out this turn. And he just burned me, so, I mean, he obviously has a plan. So it allows one turn for me to go for, Hex, for him to go for Hex, and it allows me to live another turn longer, and to actually knock out this Cofagrigus next turn with the Ice Beam. Again, possibly fearing a Volcanion switch. I knew Ice Beam would knock it out from the damage before, so and I didn't really care if Politoed went down, just because I didn't want to power up Volcanion's Steam Eruption. So he sends out his Absol, which is actually Mega Absol. He is going to Mega Evolve here, and it is unfortunately going to knock out my Politoed. However, like I said, I didn't really care that Politoed went down. Politoed's main focus was to kind of wear down a wall, and it definitely did that in taking out Cofagrigus. And of course, Knockout does not knock me out, and I miss Focus Blast. So yeah, we're just gonna ignore that one, just because you know, this Absol might have been gone. But oh well. Live and learn not to use 70% moves, I guess. I do send out Drapion here, knowing that he can't really touch me. I could have gone for Swords Dance, I could have gone for Earthquake. I decided to do neither and went for Cross Poison. Maybe hoping for a crit, maybe hoping for a poison. It doesn't do a lot. It doesn't get a crit, it doesn't get a poison. It actually accomplished just a little bit of damage to that young bull. But that little bit of damage is going to be a big difference later on. Now I switch out into Cradilly here, presuming that he was going to go for Earthquake, just for the sole fact that I know I could eat up one Earthquake, and he had already bluffed the Scarf or Band, so I didn't know if he went for Earthquake. I just kind of assumed that he wouldn't go for close combat, but he does go for close combat here, and it does knock out my Cradilly. So, where does this leave us? This leaves us with our backs against the wall, pretty much. We've got a Scizor, which we do send out here, and we are able to send out. Unfortunately, it is kind of Scizor against the world right now, but him switching out into his Volcanion right here, and taking the damage for Stealth Rocks is very good, and it does kind of let me know that it is kind of his dedicated counter to Scizor. I do send out my Necrozma here, and he goes for Steam Eruption, and that miss is actually going to matter a lot. He misses Steam Eruption. I debated for a while on that move whether to go for Psychic or Hidden Power Ice, presuming that either the Fortress or the Absol might come in, but I just decided to go for the Psychic. Maybe he would stay in, which he does, and that actually, later on, you will see what's going to happen there. Presuming maybe he would just stay in again, I go for another Psychic, but he does decide to sack off his Fortress at this point, and makes me realize that maybe I should have used Morning Sun, because that would have been a better play there. Oh well. We do get our leftovers recovery. He does send out Absol. Not wanting anything else to take damage. Kind of have to let Necrozma die here to knock off. Again, base 145 attack is nothing to mess with, even with Prism Armor. Does knock off my leftovers, but I am able to send out Drapion. Now, he sent out his Terrakion last turn. That Drapion was here, but he doesn't this time. Plays me very well, knocks off my Scope Lens, and I go for Earthquake, kind of presuming that whole Terrakion thing was going to happen again. Unfortunately it doesn't, but oh well. He goes for the Superpower. It does bring me down to very low damage, and I just go for the Cross Poison to take him out. Now, this leaves us on a very low health Drapion and his Mimikyu, which is base 96 speed, and my Drapion, which is base 95 speed. He does go for Play Rough, and he does hit that one. Me praying that he wouldn't so I could break his disguise. And again, as I previously mentioned, it's Scizor against the world. Now, he doesn't have Will-O-Wisp, which is good for me, but this Bullet Punch is just going to break the disguise rather than do damage to the Mimikyu, which is unfortunate because I'd much rather preferred it just do damage. But oh well. He does go for Shadow Sneak here. I think he calced that with the Shadow Sneak damage. The Shadow Sneak damage and close combat, it would take out my the Scizor. However, he does send out Terrakion here, and I am Technician banded, so Bullet Punch is going to take out Terrakion here, leaving us at a 1v1. The Volcarona, not the Volcarona, the Volcanion. I always get those two Pokemon confused. The Volcanion against the Scizor, and at this point, I thought that I was going to lose, but Bullet Punch does take it out, and I do get a narrow 1-0 victory over the Olander City Superiors. So until next time, guys, I am Sleeping Knight 77, aka Kyle. I hope you enjoyed this battle, and I will see you guys for next week's battle.